Hey fans, welcome back to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes I have baked. I'm Jacob and today it's time for an update from my Lego city. I started working on my harbor area a couple of months ago, and when I did that I had to take out a pretty big police station to make room for everything. So today I thought I would put in a new police station, partly in response to some comments I had on what a new police station should be like, and also just because I think my police in Bakersville needs somewhere to reside. So let's head over to Bakersville and see what this project is going to be all about. Welcome back to Bakersville, everybody. This is the current look of the city. Last time we worked extensively on this funfair area down here and also made some slight modifications to this lighthouse. Today I will be working on a police station that's going to go in this row of buildings right over here. But before I do that, I'll just like to address some of the suggestions that I had for the lighthouse before we move on. I specifically asked you folks last time what suggestions you might have for this lighthouse. More precisely, what suggestions you might have for this little cave down here at the bottom. And of course, all you folks had great suggestions for what I could put in this little cave. One suggestion was that I put in a seagull that had hoarded a big pile of bread. Another one was that I put in a crystal from the current space theme. And a last one was that I put in some kind of treasure. But a suggestion I really liked was adding this creature right here. This is a creature from, I think it's called Monster Hunters, and I really like the idea of having this creature down here. Unfortunately, the cave is quite small, and that means that I'll have to have the fig like this make a new cave in some way, or try to go with another idea. Someone else actually suggested that there was a skeleton lying around in there with one of the old Admiral soldiers' hats on, so it would still be a pirate related skeleton, and I like that one as well. I will have to think about it though, because I'm not sure I don't want to modify this cave. It might be interesting to make room enough for a minifigure. So for now I think this is the variation of the suggestions I will be going with, but in the future I might modify this a little further. But today's project is yet again to do with these storefronts right here in the background. I'm going to put in a police station among these shops down here. And I think I will be moving this pizza store further down this row of storefronts to make room for the police station right here, because I think maybe out of all these storefronts, this one, the pizza one, may be the least eye-catching, may be the most boring one. So maybe I'll change that one at a later date. But for now, I'll just move it and put in a police station instead. Because of the closeness of the new police station to the harbor area, there's a good possibility that this police station may also function as a kind of port authority. And I don't know if I'll be implementing that in the storefront, but I will have to implement it once I get to do the interior. And it does seem that there's going to be plenty to do for the port authorities when we consider the people who are already in the port. But without further ado, let's get over to the build table and let's get started on this project. So here are the first two things I'll be using to make this little police front for my Lego city. And of course, something like this may look pretty good on the front as well, as I am going for that port authority harbor police look as well. So this, I think, would really hammer that message home. So I'm going for, I think, a white, caramel, dark blue look, which is much the same, if not exactly the same, as my former police station. Maybe I should also include some light gray as well, which I think would be a lovely accent color to all this. So dark blue, caramel, white and light gray. But yeah, let's get moving with this. So here we go, this is the start of the base. Now I have an idea that there should be a staircase leading up to this area, and the door should be up here at some point, maybe a little further up actually. Now I've got 10 bricks to do with in height. That looks like this. And for this particular one, I have 12 studs to do with in width. Now, normally I would have 14, but because I put in a narrower storefront at some point, namely the Bit computer store, this one has got to be a little narrower as well. So 10 bricks tall and 12 studs wide. So next step is definitely trying to make the stairs to make room for the door. And as you can see, I've also tried to implement a little detailing by adding some mossy broken stone right here, which I think looks kind of neat. So on we go with the stairs. Here we go, here we got the stairs. You may have noticed that this is one plate above ground level, and that's because this is actually sitting a little lower than the road. So when I have to put this in, this will be sticking out over the tiled road, and it has to match that. And I do that by making it just one plate above ground level. Other than that, this is a pretty simple little staircase. I wanted it to be sort of a little imposing, which is why it's quite big. You know, you want a big imposing set of stairs up to your police station. And here we got the door, of course, which has this police station logo on it. Now I'm just sort of wondering if I should put the window at the same height or put it up here. Don't know, maybe this would actually look good, but I think I would have to move this one back as well to give it a little better look like this. Yeah, I am definitely going to wonder about that. I'm also going to wonder about the fact if I should do like this to make it symmetrical with two studs over here and here simultaneously. Yeah, not sure I'm too crazy about this look though. But then if I do like this, I will have to move the stairs a tiny bit, which is no problem at all though. Is this better? Maybe it is. I'll try moving the stairs and we'll see. So here we go, move the stairs over one stud, and I do think I like it better when it's symmetrical with two here. Now, of course, the thing is, the wall that I've sort of been planning is out here and the windows are back here. So that might look a little strange. I've also got to add some kind of tile here just to complete the look. Yeah, I'm wondering, I think I'll try to put in some of the bricks here and see how everything looks, just to get a sense if this drawn back look of these doors is too extreme, so to speak. Yeah, let's do that. So this is where we are at for now. These walls are finished and I like this look. I think this has turned out much better than I would have thought. I don't know if I should top this off with some kinds of pointy bits. Maybe that would look good. At least here we've still got a ways to go to get up to the height that we need to be at for the railing to be where it should be for the raised section of the city. So there is a little room to do with right here. Maybe doing something like this, but in reverse up here or something like that. Yeah, I think something like that. So this is definitely coming along nicely, and I like this. I'm a little surprised how well it looks actually, but yeah, let's get on with this part of it. I think maybe I should add in some detailing here as well. I think maybe that would look good if I, take out this one, come on, and put in a 1x1 and another 1x1, just to give it, you know, that mossy feel. I think that would be good, like this. Yeah, just to give it a little more age, maybe. Yeah, this is quite good, I like that. So yeah, let's move on with this part. So here we go, I've started this upper section and I've added a little more of this mossy look just to sort of give it a continuation. And I've also added some pointed bits here. I don't know if this looks good or not. Could also add just a flat tile, which might look good as well. Again, I'd love your suggestions on my website, www.brickbakery.fun. Now, I need to move on with this. I've got one more brick to go until we are at the raised level, but starting the fence down here might be an interesting departure from what I usually do. So I think I'll be doing that. Yeah, let's do that. As you can see, I am now at the 10 brick height. That is the height of the raised section in my Lego city, and I need to start this fence up here, which should align with the other fences on the other storefront. Now, I have added a small bit of detailing using these 1x2 modified plates with a small ball joint right here to make this little detail right here. This detail I picked up somewhere, I think on Instagram, and I don't remember who or where this came from, but it is definitely not something of my own design. So whoever came up with this, credit goes fully to that person. And yeah, but let's move on with the fence up here. It's going to be great to see this one finished off with a nice fence, I think. This is the first run of a fence up here, and I think maybe this is a bit too massive. I think I've got to either make this blue part a little lower or take it out altogether, or make some kind of variation in between the blue bricks to just lighten it just a tiny bit, because this is too heavy, I think. I do like the continuation of the colors though, so I think that's a good idea, but it's got to be some kind of variation in between the blue. So yeah, I'll be working on that, and we'll see how it turns out. I have added a little more detailing with some studs right here, rounded plates, 1x1 rounded plates, and I've taken down the amount of blue by just using a couple of plates in height, so I think that's much more proportional. Now I am just wondering if I should put in a sign right here. I did have a big yellow police badge sign on my old police station, but I fear that might be too dominant on a small thing like this. If you have any kind of suggestion for maybe a sign or some kind of decoration here in the middle, but I'm a bit lost for what I might do with that. So if you have any kind of suggestion, I'd love to hear it. But for now, I think this is what I'll be adding back into my city. So let's head over to Bakersville and get this one in place. Here we are back at the city, and as I said, I will be taking out this pizza shop right here just because I want the police station to be here instead, and I think the police station is presently a little more interesting to look at than the pizza restaurant. So here we go, taking out this one and putting in the police station. Here's to hoping that everything fits. So I realized I'd done a miscalculation, so I had to replace a couple of bricks here to get this one at the right level. So now everything is as it should be, and I've chosen to put it right here. Of course, I also had to tinker a bit with the buildings next to it because this one is a little narrower than the pizza shop that was there before. But let's see what this looks like once I put back in the road plate. I am guessing this is going to be quite well hidden behind everything, but that is the way it is going to be. Of course, we're going to have this one just raise up just a bit. There we go. And there, right where we want it to be. It's relatively easy to see this when you look at it from up high, but in minifigure perspective, I'm pretty sure this little police station is going to be pretty well hidden. So here we are, very close to something that is minifigure perspective, and as we can see, the storefront, the police station, is very much hidden in the background, which is sort of the truth with most of this storefront project. However, this little police station does finish off the project of making storefronts for this part of Bakersville, and that is pretty satisfying in and of itself. The question is, what is going to be the next project? Am I going to build interiors, or am I going to tackle a rarely seen section of Bakersville? Here you go, this is a rarely seen part of my Lego city. I was building some kind of apartment building at some point, but that project all but collapsed in on itself when I started to do the storefronts. And right now I'm not sure what to do with this part of the city. This part is very close to the pool hall and the detective's office right here, and as you can see, it's quite messy back here. A lot of different stuff going on. I don't really know what to do. I think I had an idea at some point that I wanted to move the detective's office and pool hall back at this spot over here and turn it the same way as the Parisian restaurant that you can see up here, so we can make more raised section all this way, but I'm not sure that's what I want to do. But I have to do something with this area, but I'm all out of ideas. But if you have any kind of ideas, please let me know on my website, www.brickbakery.fun, and I'd love to hear any and all of your suggestions. But back to me. Today I put in a police station in my Lego city, and this has finished up that storefront project that I've been working on for a couple of months now in a very nice way, I think. But it's nowhere near perfect, and I would love to get any and all of your suggestions on my website, www.brickbakery.fun, and you can comment all you want in the comment section over there. The next thing I've got to do is find out if I want to work on that rarely seen section of the city, try to do something with that, or maybe start some interiors or something else. And if you have any suggestions for that as well, please don't hesitate to use the comment section on my website as well. But until next time, I'm Jacob, and this is the Brick Bakery.